what is the fusion of our values, the fusion of our work, the fusion of our worth, and how are those things in balance? I think there's a lot of wisdom to be gleaned from a lot of the burnout literature that's out there, and I think that's a really good starting point. I think a lot of what we will look at and explore will be taken from good sort of scientific research and psychological research, and be informed and definitely not ignore. But yeah, I think it is about taking that, what we're describing, a Christian perspective, and returning to our real worth and our real identity. And as well, I would say, as affirming that identity as being children of God, affirming that understanding of we are indwelt by the Holy Spirit, and that is our source of energy in how we serve in the world. I think there is a particular conversation that we need to have as Christians, where we challenge this idea that it's okay to be burnt out as a Christian, because that's sort of a martyrdom. It's dying to self. And how do you reconcile that with the words of Jesus saying that he came to give us life in all its fullness?
Absolutely.
If we're living out of an emptiness that burnout is. So I think as a GoHealth community, as a Christian conversation, we're very much affirming that we can burn on like stars, like is written in Philippians. We're to shine like stars in the universe. But also we need to maybe have a slightly more difficult conversation where we've justified burning out because we thought it was the Christian thing to do, and we're challenging that.
I think deliberately so, almost, because it feels like people, Christians, clergy, lay leaders, all sorts of Christians, wear it as a badge of honour.
But it's about how we sustain our ministry. How we live from a place of fullness and wholeness rather than emptiness and being depleted.
And going back to that star imagery, stars, the chemistry or the nuclear fusion at the heart of stars, how what goes on deep in their interior produces elements of the universe. All life is dependent on what happens inside stars, how they burn. So it almost feels like we're reclaiming that word burn, and we want to burn like that. We don't want to burn like Big Bang and just all explode somehow. So.
And I think the equivalent of that metaphor for burnout is, what is the fusion of our values, the fusion of our work, the fusion of our worth, and how are those things in balance? And if they're not, they talk in burnout literature about a mismatch. If those things are out of match, if they're mismatched, then it's about taking a bit of an inventory of where we are at with values, with worth, with work, with fairness,